Bye bye 6S E word. Hell yeah. Man, John abused his shit. There you go, people. Byron's. Ah, man, that was crazy. I gotta give it to you, Mr. Za. You definitely, again, Byron's. Byron's, baby. I wonder why John is showing all this Byron stuff. Do you think people, maybe Mr. Za is trying to say something? Do you think he's trying to make a point? Well, in his defense, well, before we get into this discussion, now, you guys are probably like me. When I seen this video he uploaded, I'm like, what? I'm trying to look, okay, John's uploading video. Is he running, did he break out the dust on the 4.0? And then I'm like, wait a minute, he couldn't have. That thing, last time he ran it, go check the last LA Bash video, end of summer, when the last one that he did, which was the last footage of 8 scale Nitro that John Bodegel did. His TLR went in there limping. His gearbox was, I mean, that shit was busted up. So for him to even run that thing again, he has to tear that 4.0 TLR 4.0 truggy has to be torn down all the way. Just if you guys are wondering, or you guys, some of you guys know, some of you guys don't know. John is one of the biggest reasons that I get into 8 scale Nitro, back into it, being on a hiatus for a few years. And when I started watching his videos, he was just getting into next level shit. You know, the modified motors. You know, he was using TNS. He used RB mods. Rick Brake was, you know, the two guys that he was going to. He plugged Neil more. I didn't see him really run a lot of Rick's modified stuff on video, even though he did. So, but anyway, when I was watching this video earlier, I'm like, why is he showing this video? Why is John uploading, you know, he's doing a muggy. Remember when I took a break and I was uploading a lot of, should I say rebooting videos? But there's a reason John was emphasizing on this video about the Byron's fuel. Like I said, and I know that's the big issue right now, and I don't want to call it an issue, but the whole controversy of Bones versus Byron's and blah, blah, blah. There isn't anybody that I know. Raja's been running it a while, but Raja doesn't have, at least from my knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong, have any motors that have 10 gallons of fuel through it. Bones fuel, which is what Raja's using, and that still have killer pinch. The motors, I mean, John has the LRP .32 that you've seen there that was modded by TNS, Neil, and the 28.8 Rex Legend. He beat the hell out of those things. Okay, jumped them off roofs, jumped them up in, you know, 50 feet in the air, and just beat the snot out of those motors. And those motors are still, right now, he can bust them out, and still, those things are in top shape and got plenty of pinch. Okay, so I don't know anybody that has any other fuel that they ran through a motor that can say that. John can. That's why that video you've seen right there, that epitomizes what he what he believed, that Byron's fuel is, for bashing, is the best fuel out there. Now, is it a little pricey? Well, I pay $36, let's just say $40 for argument's sake per gallon. I heard of guys paying a lot of money for it. Okay, now if you can't get anything but Bones, and you can't get Byron's, or Byron's is way too much for you, then by all means, run whatever you want. I'm just able, maybe I'm fortunate, I know Gearhead Addict too, we can get our, there's other guys too, we're not the only ones that can get Byron's fuel that's, affordable, that's not too, that the price isn't too much. Okay? And I've been running Byron's fuel for probably about 5 years now. I've got a couple motors that got around 3 gallons of fuel through it. And I will continue to run Byron's until I can't get it. Okay? The motors that I had modded by Rick, they've got over 2 gallons through them now. The badass Pico P3 .28, bam, in this sick-ass Techno here, is got the, I ran nothing but Byron's through it. I use it for break-in and everything. And I never had a problem with Byron's, tuning issues. It's very consistent, in any motor. So, like I said, when somebody can prove and show proof on video that they have ran whatever fuel they're running, that they've ran 8 to 10 gallons of it, and that they're still running it, and their motors are still, in top shape, then I'll switch. But until then, I'm still running Byron's. And I don't think John's going to switch from Byron's whenever he decides to come back to Nitro, if he does come back to Nitro. Okay? But shout out to Gearhead Addict. Again, we talk all the time. He's about ready, probably sometime in the next few days, be getting his 4 motors that he got modified by Lance at RCR. We have a special guest, not a guest, this is a, well, it could be a guest, but we have a special brand new family member that we're going to introduce into the Muggy family. Okay? You guys have known I've been looking for a new whip for quite a while. And I'm very picky. Now, I'm not sure if even I'm going to keep this whip, because my cousin was the one that hooked this deal up. I'm kind of going through it. I'm checking it out. Everything looks good. But I really had my heart set on a Kyosho. I want a Kyosho because I believe, in my opinion, Kyosho is the Kobe beef, the filet mignon, the creme de la creme of 8-scale Nitro buggies. Okay, Kyosho has more world championships, more titles than any. It doesn't have to prove anything. Kyoshos are, they call it the Ferrari F1 of 8-scale buggies, Nitro. So, obviously, I decided that, I want to get one. But, I'm biased as far as if I can find a Techno. I wanted a Techno, too, because it only makes sense. I already got a Techno Truggy. Why not get a Techno Buggy? So, anyway, shout out to Gearhead Addict. Shout out to Elite RC. Shout out to all my Nitro brothers. Shout out to Woogie Nitro. We made up. We're cool. Like I said, again, doesn't mean we're going to go out and share a cup of coffee anytime soon. But, for the most part, we've moved on. Well, I don't have any beef with him. He doesn't have any beef with me. I'm sure we're going to disagree, just like I disagree with a lot of my brothers at time to time. But the bottom line is, we can at least agree on one thing. We love 8-scale Nitro, and we want to see it grow, and we want to help the next person get to the next level, wherever that might be. Okay, so, but anyway, the reason that I believe John showed this video is because there's a lot been going on. We talk about, especially on the light of me and Woogie, and you guys know Family Affair. Shout out to you too, Family Affair. Shout out to Just Joe. Shout out to you know, 1/5 RC. Shout out to Nick Conan. Shout out to Audrey Perez. You know, these are guys that are I feel are my close brothers. So anyway, that they're, you know, and I mentioned, you know, I seen on my last video we talked about the trolls. There's a lot of trolls out there. People give me thumbs down all the time, and I really don't give a shit. Excuse my language. You know, matter of fact, shout out to all the guys and all the trolls and haters that give the muggy thumbs down. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for the views. Like John would say. Thank you for the views. Okay? So anyway, I went to my local hobby shop, picked up some goodies. My cousin came by, dropped off, you know, a new family member. And, you know, I mean, as far as the Byron's thing, look, that's all I'm using, man. Gallons, quarts, whatever. It's Byron's 3011, okay, for life, okay. I'm not sold on the Bones Brew. I don't, you know, and I'm not saying it's bad fuel. I mean, you know, to each his own. It's preference, right? We talk about whips and makes and Associated and Losi and Techno and Mugen and so forth. Whatever your personal preference is. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever works for you. I just choose to go with platforms that have winning pedigrees. That have winning, you know, that have won championships. You know, that are of you know, top quality. Okay, I'm not dealing with, you know, when you guys are probably wondering, hey, where's the Traxxas at? Here they are. They're taking a siesta under here. We got the Revo and the tea bag, the reject and the tea bag. They're in there. We got new parts. My cousin dropped by. You know, we got the new pull start. Got to put this stupid thing on. So anyway, I mean, this is for the tea bag for that .15 little. I don't even call that a pea shooter. I don't know what you call it. That's like a industrial pencil sharpener. And then we got the man. Look how much they want for a carburetor. $31.99. Anyway, we're gonna replace the carburetor. So anyway, we talked about the troll thing. There's a lot of guys out there, a lot of haters, a lot of people just want to start shit and, you know, talk out their ass and so forth. So anyway, I'm going to read you something that, you know, again, the muggy always does his homework, does his research, does his studying, you know, because I don't want to, you know, just go by what I hear, you know, or I got to, you know, I got to check the facts. There's a guy, and I think, personally, I think this guy is a troll. He's said a lot of stupid things, made comments about me. You know, and freedom of speech, you know, he has that right. But this guy on the, if you want to go look where these comments that I'm going to read you, these were on the Bones versus Byron's video that Woogie uploaded. It says, 3 years ago on Enzo's video about Bones Brew, and you were singing a different tune. And if you're wondering, yeah, I screenshot your comments. My question is, why are you talking the opposite now? This guy, his name's Mark. This guy's a real jerk, and I think he's a troll, personally. But anyway, you can be the judge of this, okay? I'm just going to read you facts and evidence of what I'm reading here. It says, this is the video I'm talking about. Read your comments. Okay, so basically he's calling out John about something. You know, about something John said a while back. It says, Mark, I will now have to bring up in the future video. Just don't know when because I'm on to way bigger things now. Okay? But I will bring up 100% facts. I'm not bringing them down. He's talking about Bones. I'm happy they changed their mix to my past recommendations that is almost just like Byron's fuel mix. I'm the guy that stopped all of Neil's customers from having short engine life, and it was all because of the fuel. We all used to add castor oil to our fuels, and things changed for the best, so this is why I turned down free sponsorship. And now I talked to Rick at RV Mods, and Rick verified this, that John was offered a sponsorship from Bones a while back. But the sponsorship fuel and paid just like everyone else, Byron's 3011, only not there others for what helps Nitro hobby grow with less headaches, great performance, bash or race, and for small block or big block modified or stock. Made great power on Neil's dyno as well. Anyways, I'm happy they changed their mix. I just don't like how they lied. That they always had that mix before. That's funny as hell, and a BS bullshit. I don't know what to think about that. Question mark. I was going to give them a try again, but because of the complete lie, I may not. Still wish everyone the best in this dying Nitro hobby that we all want badly to stay alive and well. So that kind of gives you where John's feelings are on Nitro. And he's just defending because this guy is like, I guess, saying that John's lying, or doesn't know why John's saying this. And then the guy responds, Bodagel, maybe he's not lying, and possibly you just don't know everything. This is what John would, I would have let this guy have it. Like, John's being too nice to this guy, but you know how John is. He's not a controversial guy. He's got other more important things to worry about than some knucklehead like this. He says, Mark, no, I have been through all this, even before Enzo video on the forums, before I did YouTube. It's fact. It's what Neil tried to do working with me on this. I worked with Neil on many things thanks to using his dyno and getting facts in. This is why almost every basher runs my recommendations, not yours, and it's because I have facts unlike you. Everyone today that's left in this dying hobby runs 41032 and 41001 headers, 9986 pipes, ERCM bleeds. Neil has shown dyno facts many times on his website and on forums, and I have shown now those combinations perform on stock and modified engines in many videos, and even next to 6S E-words and running all day long, tank after tank after tank, and the E-words would go on fire. I have proof of everything up on YouTube. What you got to show me? Question mark, question mark. What's that? What? That's what I thought. Thank you for wasting my time over this BS and annoying the other guys on here. Have a good day. So John was being nice there. I mean, John, you guys know he's not like the muggy. John's very passive aggressive. The muggy's not. I'm very aggressive, and I won't put up with stupid comments and people want to challenge me. You just better bring your fucking A game, excuse my language, and you better bring some facts and evidence, or shut the fuck up. Excuse my language again. When I started reading this, it gets me fired up every time I read it. But I think that you, the Nitro Nation, and everybody out there needs to know about this guy, Mark. And he's not only done it to John, he's trolled me, other people on other forums. You can go and you'll find him. He's the only guy that says Mark. Guy's an idiot, okay? Has no facts or evidence of anything he's saying. So anyway, it says, Mark, I hope all goes well with you. Good luck tomorrow. I can't wait to see you out and brapping. Now, what Mark also said was that, I guess, well, it was on here. He put up a comment about something that happened to him. Okay? Oh, here it is. It says, I'd love to film something and post it, but in honesty, I'm headed to the hospital tomorrow for bone scans. This is the smart guy. On my leg that hasn't healed after being crushed by over a ton of steel 2 years ago when I nearly died at work. I will be having surgery again soon, but trust me, I'm dying to do some filming and uploading. If you're smart, you'll be able to figure out why I can't be posting videos on social media. And he said ATM. But let me tell you once, I'm able to, after everything is said and done, I have a lot to share. And I'll be honest, I don't have the experience you have. I put my rigs away in '07 and only picked them up again after the accident. But I can't ride my bikes anymore or do much of anything but try to get better. I don't like that you said Brenda's lying about the castor oil. That's running someone down in a pretty big way. You also are not being honest when you said you're not telling people what to run, because I see you to do that too. You're also trying to speak for everyone here by saying I'm annoying all of them, which I bet there is at least one person not annoyed. Not anybody I've seen. I'm annoyed. So personally, I think you're the one who is not honest telling people what to run, and that you should just keep all that on your own channel, and that's what you got to do, if that's what you got to do. Also, all that son and kid talk is foolish. You're a grown man. Try speaking and behaving like one. What? I mean, this guy is just an idiot, and he's playing right there, trying to play the sympathy card. Like, oh, well, and hey, I sympathize somewhat. The guy had an accident, unfortunate thing happened to him, and so forth. But that doesn't give him the right to be a jerk to John, or to treat, John like that, and basically, like John said, annoy people and waste time on a forum, on Woogie's forum. On Woogie's channel. I mean, that guy doesn't have any facts or anything of what he's saying. He has no evidence. Again, that to me is an ignorant comment, because it has lack of knowledge or information. And he even said he doesn't have the experience that John does. So excuse my language, what the fuck is he talking about? That shit annoys me, and we need to all get along. And I know if you guys have watched some of John's couple other videos recently, he's mentioned about the animosity and the negativity shit. And even you listen to, if you guys go watch Eastside RC, which is, one of our brat brothers, and him and John, John really has taken a liking to this guy, and the guy's just super excited. He's on fire for Christ, which is his Lord and Savior. He believes in his higher power, and he's excited about life, and he has fun at what he's doing, and he's just excited, man. I think he's a little too excited, and the muggy can be like that, and, I tried to, and you guys know, and I've done I'm just, let the muggy be the muggy. Sure, I'm going to throw in a few Zaz, or son, or kid, or Zar, who cares? We're grown adults and grown men, okay? For the most part, I'd like to think that we're all pretty mature. And when we want to mess around and act like big kids, we can. You know what I mean? What's the harm in that? Who is this guy or anybody to tell us to try to behave like adults? Like, shut the fuck up. Those people piss me off, okay? I'm not like John. That guy, I would have beat the hell out of. Matter of fact, if you guys go read the comment that I made to the guy, I let the guy have it. Especially because I respect John, and that's disrespect to somebody of John's stature. To me, and I commented, if you guys go read my comment on that video, the recent one that he just uploaded of the old footage, I said, listen, John, there's an old saying in sports, and a lot of you guys have heard of it. You're only as good as your last game. So if your last game wasn't very well, that's as good as you were, and that's the only way it can judge you by. Okay? So last time I checked, John's last game in SKL Nitro, he went out in a blaze of glory. He was pretty badass. Like I said, that 4.0 was limping, gimping, beat the hell up, and he beat it up some more, and he ran the crap out of it. And then that was the last he did of any filming of Nitro that I remember. And I told John, listen, you are the ambassador to me, and I know I can speak for other people too, of 8th scale and 8th scale nitro and 5th scale gas. John Bodegel is the ambassador in the bashing sense. Just like Adam Drake in racing and pro racing and of that stature is the ambassador. And all of his peers agree. And I'm sure nobody will disagree. Well, somebody will disagree because there's haters. They just, they just hate on people because they don't have the knowledge that we have. They don't have the passion we have. They don't have the work ethic. I think that's what it basically comes down to. What separates a lot of us in 8-scale nitro, and any hobby for that matter, is that I know that I can come in on an equal slate, and anybody can come into 8-scale nitro or whatever, or 5th scale, any hobby, come in equal to become unequal. To me, that's what it's about. I came into this equal as anybody, any other newbie, to become unequal, to separate myself from all the other wannabes and haters and all those people that, do whatever. I do my homework, I do my study, I do my research. I don't just say shit because, it's cool to say. I tell you shit based on facts, evidence, me studying, doing homework. And it's funny because I wasn't the student. They used to tell my parents all the time in open houses, for school and stuff, when the parents go there and talk to the teachers, your son Kurt is very, very smart, very intelligent, good kid, but he just doesn't want to study. He doesn't pay attention, and he can't apply himself. That's crazy, because I'm the opposite in Nitro. I apply everything. Everything that I learned from John and Adam Drake and Ty Tessman and Ryan Lutz and Croddick and Nitro Nerd, even all these guys, I apply it and study everything that these guys do. But the bottom line is, you're going to have to, it's trial and error. You're going to have to experiment for yourself, and you're going to go through all that. But anyway, to get back to what we're talking about, this guy, Mark, this guy's an idiot. So if you guys see him on his channel, whatever. He's blocked on my channel, because I don't want to hear his bullshit. And I think this guy's just trying to stir up shit. Or maybe he's pissed off because he can't, like I said, do the things that we can do. And it's unfortunate that he had an accident. And I'm not, discrediting that, but I don't think that is a reason for anybody, because somebody shit or pissed, excuse my language, in your Cheerios, or you woke up on the wrong side of the frickin' room and decided to, give somebody some shit, especially somebody like John. And I thought that was disrespectful, and I think that guy's an asshole, and I already told him, I gave him an earful, trust me. And if I see him on anybody else's channel, and I see him making his little dumb comments, and I come across him, I'm not going to go troll the guy myself, but if I, am making a comment, and I see this guy, I'm going to let this guy have it. I'm going to bitch slap this guy every time I see him, and he deserves it. With his stupid dingo dog, or he's from Australia, or he has some, whatever. This guy's a moron, so I'm not going to get all worked up and turn my video into talking about this guy. But I thought that you guys should know. His name's Mark. He's the only Mark out there. Guy's a moron. Okay, so whatever. So let's get back to what we're talking about. I respect the fact that John just speaks the truth too, and he's not going to be the guy that probably is controversial or that makes a lot of static like the Muggy. But he's not going to put up with a lot of shit from people. And he's got more important things to do. He's a very busy man. Okay? I haven't talked to him in a while. But like I said, I did tell him on that video, listen, you're only as good as your last game. John's last game was pretty damn good. He'll always be the ambassador of 8-scale Nitro in bashing to me. Okay? And I'm sure to many others. And he is... And hopefully, I pray to God in the near future, he will be back in Nitro. And I know I talked to Rick, and I'm not going to spill the beans, but Rick's told me that there's a lot of things and that you guys don't know about, and that Rick shared with me plans that Mr. Za has in store from us. Might not be anytime soon, but he still loves Nitro. It's just, there's a lot of hurdles that he has to overcome right now and certain things, and he's just really, really busy. So anyway, we have a new family member in the Nitro Cave. You guys are like, okay, Muggy, let's get to this new family member. I went to the local hobby shop, obviously, picked up some goodies. Here you go. If you want a good, now I've been running these for a minute now. If you want a good servo that's very well priced, check out the ProTech PTK 100. It's a ProTech 100T. Okay, it has around close to 300 kilograms, ounces of torque, which is okay. It's not the torquiest. And it has around, I'd say it has around 12 speed. I run it on the servo, on my throttle servo, on the Techno here, Truggy. Take a look at this. I haven't looked at my, man, I haven't ran this thing in a while. It seems like I haven't ran this thing forever. And yes, she has the nasty. And I was showing the video of my cousin when I ran this thing, that you guys know the video I ran recently. And then I showed him of the newer video of me running the Mugen with the newly modded RCR 28.8. And he's like, dang, man, that thing's badass. That modded 28, man, that thing's pulling wheelies all over the place. And, man, that it runs really well. And, man, he told me, he goes, you need to run that Star Wars body, man. Don't be, my cousin said, don't be a shelf queen. Don't shelf queen it. And I was like, yeah, man, it's my latest body, though. I don't want to beat this body up. But you know what? I might run it the next time. But anyway, he said that motor is pretty sick, and it runs well, and you got it dialed in the Mugen Truggy. He says, but I noticed watching this Techno with this Pico, he goes, it has a different sound to it. And I started watching the video. I'm like, you're right. He goes, it just has a grunt. It has a grunt. I think it's, from watching your videos, he says, I think it's a more torquier, beefy sounding motor than my 28.8 Rex Legend. I'm like, listening to him, I'm like, maybe you're right. It does. And I mean, if you guys go watch that video, this thing just, it sounds nasty. It just sounds, I mean, that's a nasty motor too, but I don't know. I'd like to put these two against each other, maybe have my cousin drive this, and maybe drive that, and let's just drag race. Let's drag race the RB modded Pico .28 against the RCR modded Rex Legend 28.8. And let's see who wins. Techno and Pico versus Mugen and Novorossy 28. Novorossy Rex Legend. So anyway, picked up a couple of those servos. I have, like I said, I have one in the throttle. It's a good throttle servo. Doesn't have as much torque as the 100, because I have both. I got one of each. I'm going to put these in the new family member we're going to show you in here. The 100T has more torque, but a little bit less speed. Now, the 100S has like 9-second speed, which is good, but it has less torque. So I'm going to try it, but I'm going to run the quicker one on the steering, and I'm going to run the torquier one on the throttle, because you're braking all the time. You know what I mean? And your throttle, your servo, your throttle servo takes a little bit of a beating. So anyway, she's cleaned up and she's ready to rip next, but we're gonna rip the Mugen buggy here soon. I don't know if I'm gonna get it out today. Probably not till this weekend. But we are gonna run it. Remember, we only ran this in the street. I really didn't get it dialed. I mean, it was okay, but I think I can get it better dialed in. And I want to run it in wide open. I want to scream this modified RB mods Rick Brake special modded 28.8 Rex Legend, and I'm running a 16 pinion on here, the Reds Tetro 4-shoe clutch, red 16 pinion, and I think the stock gearing on the Mugen buggies are 46. So with that gearing, it still has a lot of bottom just because it's a buggy and this is a modified motor. But when this thing hits the top end because of that 16, man, this thing is just, I want to see we'll do some speed runs. But anyway, we're over 30 minutes. Let's see the new family member. You guys ready to see the new family member that we're introducing into the Muggy family? All the whips are all looking, they're all paying attention. They're all like, okay, let's see it. Oh, snaps. Is that what I think it is? What? Here I'm going to do some John Bodegel quotes. What? What? Oh, Alright, enough of the John mimicking. Here we go, people. The Techno NB 48.4. Okay, now, this thing, my cousin got it from a friend of his. It comes with, he has so many spare parts, I don't even know. I haven't seen him. He said he has a tub of them. He's going to bring them over. Now, you can go on eBay. The guy was selling this for 550 bucks. It's got the, which you guys would know, it's got the Novorosi. This motor is brand new, by the way, P5. Okay, now this sucker is only got maybe a couple tanks through it. It's brand new, seriously. But anyway, the only difference between this and the blue-headed one is the head color. Now, I talked to Rick Brake at RB Mods. These P5s that a lot, you know, the nerd speaks highly of them. I know Woogie just got one. I know, I believe RC Gearhead Addict. This is one that he sent, which I want to see what it's like when when it's modded, because Lance at RCR is modding Gearhead Addict's Novorosi P5. But anyway, talking to Rick, Rick said, you know, that P5 is the same as the Kangaroo. If you guys know, there's a Kangaroo motor. It's called the Kangaroo. And it's also the same as the Elite. This Elite 5 Novorosi top, it's the same exact motor. Look at the head. If you look at it, identical. Look at it. It's the identical same head, just a different color. It's the same. Rick was saying, yeah, it is. It's the same motor. This is an older one, obviously, because this Elite came out in 2015. I mean, it says top on the side. It doesn't even say Nova. I never noticed that. Look at that. Plus 21. Rick was saying, actually, these Elites, the older Elite Novorosi 5s that say top, .21s, he goes, these are the better quality. But I talked to Rick, and I think I was going to send it to Lance, but I'm going to end up probably buying one of Lance's and have him mod one of his badass 21s. But I'm probably going to send this one to Rick, and I'm probably going to send that one to Rick too. So, you know me, guys. I'm not going to run a stock point. I'm going to see what it's got. I'm probably going to run some more fuel through because I think it's barely broken in. But it's dirty. This thing, if you look closely, this thing is filthy, nasty, dirty, filthy bitch. I mean, look how smooth it is, though. These Technos, man, I'm telling you. See how smooth these babies are? I mean, these things are just, you know, smooth like butter. Especially with these aluminum drive shafts. Now, Woogie, I know you want to get these. If you want to get these, let me know. If you want to get the top plate, which I took off for right now, pause, just look this up. Here you go. I'm not going to read it to you. I don't have a part number. If you want this, look it up. Okay? The shafts, just go online, go to Techno. That's where they have them. 7075 aluminum. But anyway, back to this thing. So, for about the same price as I paid for my Chuggy, I got this thing with the motor. This is the Biddy design body, by the way. They're okay. I really don't, you know, they're better than the stock. Tell you, because the stock Techno bodies are ugly as sin. Like I said, the guy that's designing Techno bodies, they need to fire that guy. Even the new 2.0s, those things are ugly ass things. But anyway, so that's the Biddy body. I don't know why this guy put all these stickers in it. These are just some cheapy servos. That's why I picked up these Protex. These bad boys are going inside there. And they're not, you know, Cavalieris or blacks, you know, but trust me, they're perfect for this thing. I mean, I'm not racing. We got the air filter here. This was the one that came on it. And damn, this thing is filthy. Look at that. Filthy, nasty, dirty bitch. I'm going to put this one on here. I happen to have an extra one. This is, I think this is a X-ray filter, but it has the outerwear on it. It fits on here. Fits underneath the body and everything. I think we're going to rip that one. At least we'll get a little bit better detection. I'm going to try to still look. Somebody somewhere has to know that if they make a motor saver for buggies, because you can't get a motor saver to fit underneath the buggy. It's too big. I don't know. It might fit underneath this body. Let me try this out. See if this shit'll work. I wish. That would be badass. Because I just don't like not running. Let me see. Let's get that body and put it on there. But anyway, sick deal. Tons of extra parts. It's just, I mean, if you look at it, it's just dirty. It's been sitting, the guy said, for about 4 months. That's what he told my cousin. So I don't think this air cleaner. Hell no, that shit ain't fitting on there, huh? I want to smash that thing in there. I need my motor saver. No, I ain't. Sorry, people. But well, I run it without the body, I guess. So if you guys got outerwears, you need the motor saver, the whole deal. Motor saver and the outerwear. You need this whole complete thing. Otherwise, you're defeating the purpose, okay, of what it's for. So anyway, this is looking pretty dirty. So we don't have a receiver in here. We're going to throw, I have an extra receiver. We're going to throw, good thing I have an extra receiver. Now I can use my FlySky FS IT4S that I use on the Techno. I'm going to be able to bind one because I have an extra receiver in this. We're going to pull this hole. This thing is going to be completely torn down. You guys already know. Muggy's taking this sucker all the way down to nothing. We're going to clean her up, get this thing, so take a good look at her, because next time you see this bitch, she will be better than new. It is pretty clean. I can see through the dirt that it's pretty clean. I just don't like these Techno wings. I think I'm going to order another one of these, what are they called, the Punishers? Is that what they're called, Punishers? Or Finisher. The Finishers that, if you guys have a Techno and you have a J Concepts body Finisher, do yourself a favor. Get that. That is a way better wing, dynamic wise, and you're able, that comes with these adjustments when you start racing, buggy or truggy. Get this one. It's better than the Techno one. Personally, I think. If you like the Techno one, then, you know, to each his own. I love the Techno one. You love the Techno one, I don't. So anyway, yeah, this motor is going to be torn out, clean. It's got a Dynamite 053 pipe. I don't know why anybody would run that. You know what pipe's going on that? That bubble right there? I'll tell you what pipe's going on that sucker. I don't know. I got plenty of pipes for my point 21s. We might put the works on there, but I think we are going to run this 41021 Novorosi, and we're going to throw in, because I've never ran it yet, we're going to throw in this badass that I haven't run yet. It's still brand new. This is the 9901 Super Strong. So we're going to run the 9901 Super Strong and the 41021 on this Novorosi P5. I mean, look at this thing. It's brand new, man. Muggy scored. But if you feel the diffs, there is like 0 diff fluid in there. And this guy's actually still got some fuel in there. I need to take that shit out of there. I'm going to act like I just ran this thing. And I need to, when I'm done with this video, clean the tank, fuel lines, motor, pipe, center gearbox, and the rims, tires, and wing. We'll leave the front clip, back clip, and the center diff, and I'll get to that later this week. But anyway, I've already ordered another one of these. I've already ordered the back aluminum back brace for this. I mean, we're going to make this Techno buggy just like its brother. So you see how clean this badass is? We're going to make this the brother here, or we're going to, I should say, the sister or the little brother, whatever you want to call it. We're going to make this sucker as clean as that. We're going to go through everything. We're going to throw 120. For this, I think I'm just going to go 100K in the middle, 50 in the rear, 50 in the front. Nah, screw it. We'll go 125K because we're going to run some. This motor's probably not going to, it's going to get out of here because it's stock. I am going to run it to see what it does, but I already know it's coming out. And the only motor that I won't be interested in putting in there is, I don't know. You guys know I'm selling my OS, this modded by RCR. 300 bucks. It's brand new still. It's got 12 tanks of fuel through it. It's brand new. I'm not into my rice burners. I don't know. Maybe I should give it more runs because it still doesn't even really broken it in yet. Maybe I might throw this bad boy in here. I don't know. Or maybe I might throw the R5R Racer. This is a badass motor. You know, I don't know. It's pretty cool when the hardest decision you wake up in the morning, besides go to work, or the hardest decision you make when you go into your Nitro cave is, what motor do I run today? What pipe do I run? It's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm just very, I agree with Eastside RC, man. I'm very blessed to be in the position that I am, to have a roof over my head. Sure, it's not my own house, but I'm a singular bachelor. I don't need my own house. I have the master bedroom. I do okay. Long as my mother is alive still, I got my mother. I got my Nitro stuff, and I got my Nitro brothers out there, and you guys know who you are. And I got my beautiful daughters and God. I don't need anybody else. None of these haters, whatever. These guys crap me up. But anyway, we might have to just throw the modded, RB modded Reds. Bam! Look at that sick motor. 0.21, we might have to throw that in the Techno. I don't know. We'll decide. You guys make comments. What do you want to see? What should the Muggy run in the Techno once we get it going? Buggy. Should we give this thing a run? See what it's got? Or should we go RB modded 21 R5 Team Edition? Or should we give the OS another shot? It just, it's a .21, even though it's modded. I mean, it's a rice burner. I'm not excited about rice burners. Should we run that one? I don't know. Hey, I can run this a couple times. This thing is still brand new. I don't even know what this runs like. I've never fired this thing up. Maybe I should run it before I get it modded, no? That would probably be smart. Usually what the Muggy does. So anyway, well, I don't know. Should we throw the R5R Racer in there? This is a badass motor too. You guys seen this thing run. This is a nasty little sucker here. This is a bone stock one too. Anyway, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We might just throw another Rex Legend modded in here. Or I've got plenty of motors. But anyway, that's the Techno. I've got tons of goodies for it. I got to start tearing this thing down. It's going to take me. You probably won't see this thing running till next week. So we're not going to worry about that. Next thing we'll be running will be my badass. Can't forget about that. I think she's kind of jealous right now because there is a new buggy in the cave. So you know how they get. So, but anyway, she's still my priority because she's still my badass, and she still kicks ass, and she's got a badass motor in her, and she's ready to rip this thing some more. So anyway, that's pretty much all I got. We've got almost an hour in on this video. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of touch on a few things. Wanted to show you guys my new family member. And we're going to start I can't wait to tear this thing down, man. I'm excited because I just want to make this thing look pretty. So again, people, take a good look at her. Because the next time you see her, she will not look like that, I guarantee you. She will be looking sexy, clean, mean, lean, 8-scale machine. Any questions? Didn't think so. Anyway, so there you go. It only makes sense, right? Got a Mugen Truggy, now I got a Mugen Buggy. I still want a Kyosho though. Don't get that twisted. I still want a Kyosho. So we'll see. But anyway, that's all I got. I'm going to get out of here. I got some wrenching to do. Peace out. Remember, do whatever your heart desires. Be happy, as long as it makes you happy. Whatever puts a smile on your face. Don't worry about all these haters and these trolls. And, I know that shit bothers John. John's is not too happy, and that's why he emphasized about the fuel. He's not saying that Bones is bad, and he's making and John's not the only guy that said what John just said. I talked to Rick, and I talked to some other guys that know John, and for the record, I don't know what credibility people will even give Neil Okay, because he's not even modding motors anymore. The guy will never mod motors again. He sold all of his stuff, like I told you guys in the past, to somebody that is a subscriber of mine that was a neighbor of him. And he sold all of that stuff, all of his stuff that he did his engine modding, to a guy in New Mexico. I don't know who it is, and the guy's modding motors now for whatever his name. I don't know what his name is, but anyway. So anyway, I mean, I don't want to, like I said, get into the, why Neil doesn't mod motors or why TNS doesn't exist anymore. But you guys do your own homework. I already know. So you guys do your own homework, do your own research, and one last thing. Okay, at the end of the day, regardless of the results that you got or you get, as long as you can look yourself in the mirror and honestly say you gave it all you got, you gave it 110%, regardless of the results, like I said, as long as you learned something, you got ahead that day. That's all that matters. Okay? So that's all the Mega Maniacs got, people. Peace. Remember, if you're not running your stuff, set your piston bottom dead center. Okay? And the Novarossi thing, they are struggling. Say a prayer for them, people. Eastside RC, I'm going to hit him up. Say a prayer, man, because I really don't want to see Novarossi go anywhere. And for the record, you guys don't believe what I say. Do your own homework, do your own research. But, just so you guys know, Novarossi is really struggling financially right now. So, and that's facts. But, I'm just praying that the Nitro gods will just keep them together and keep them around, because I love Novarossi and I love their stuff, and God rest Caesar, he would hate to see his company go under. So anyway, that's all I got, people. I will catch you guys later on probably later on this weekend. I'm going to be pretty busy. Mom's is coming out Saturday. We're going to see the Joker. What's up, kid? Going to see the Joker. Let you guys know how that movie was. Maybe I might do a little video of me chilling with my mom. So my mom's really cool. But anyway, that's all I got, people. Peace out.